Have you ever found yourself helping someone, only to feel unappreciated or taken advantage of? Today, we're diving into a crucial discussion about the types of people you might want to think twice about helping. From ingratitude to manipulation, each type presents unique challenges that can affect not just your generosity, but your emotional well-being too. Stick around until the end to learn practical insights on how to navigate these situations wisely and protect your own boundaries. Understanding these dynamics can empower you to make more informed decisions about where and how to offer your help. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. In a time-forgotten coastal village nestled between rugged cliffs and crashing waves, there resided a young fisherman named Luca, whose soul was as deep as the ocean he sailed. One fateful day, amidst the debris left by a tempest, he stumbled upon an injured seagull, its once pristine feathers entwined in a cruel fishing net. Luca's heart swelled with empathy as he gazed into the bird's eyes, which mirrored a poignant blend of suffering and longing. Driven by an innate compassion that flowed like the tide in his veins, Luca didn't hesitate to come to the creature's aid. With gentle hands weathered by the sea's harsh embrace, he carefully unraveled the nets that ensnared the seagull and carried it to the sanctuary of his humble cabin. There, amidst the aroma of salt and solitude, he nursed the fragile creature back to health, tenderly tending to its wounds and whispering soothing words into the silence. As the days unfolded, the seagull, christened Mia by Luca, began to recover, her once feeble wings stretching with newfound strength. She became his constant companion, perched upon his shoulder as he repaired nets and mended sails, a silent witness to the tales Luca spun of ocean lore and seafaring adventures. In Mia's eyes, Luca glimpsed a glimmer of gratitude that warmed his heart, like the sun breaking through morning mist. Yet as Mia regained her vigor, a subtle shift began to take hold. She grew possessive of the food Luca offered, her once docile demeanor giving way to a fierce protectiveness that startled him. Confusion clouded Luca's brow as he sought to understand the transformation in his feathered friend. Was it the wild calling her back, beckoning her to skies where freedom soared boundless? One radiant morning, as Luca invited the ocean breeze to dance through their sanctuary, a shadow flickered across Mia's gaze. In an instant, without warning or farewell, she pecked sharply at Luca's outstretched hand and took flight, her wings beating a rapid cadence against the vast canvas of the sky. Left behind with a bleeding hand and a wounded heart, Luca stood in silent disbelief, grappling with the ache of betrayal that cut deeper than any storm-tossed wave. In the solitude that followed, as he mended both nets and heart, Luca pondered the delicate dance of trust and reciprocity. Through Mia's departure, he learned that compassion, though a noble compass, must be tempered with wisdom. Not all who receive kindness are ready to embrace it fully. Some hearts remain untamed, destined to roam the untamed seas of their own volition. And so Luca's journey continued, marked by a deeper understanding of the intricate bonds between man and nature. Though scarred by Mia's departure, he vowed to continue extending his hand to those in need, mindful that true connection transcends mere gestures of kindness. For in the ebb and flow of life's currents, Luca found solace in knowing that while trust may be fragile, the lessons it imparts endure like the unyielding tide upon the shore. This story reminds us of the intricate tapestry of trust and the nuances of expectation, even when our intentions are as pure as Luca's heart. Despite the pain Mia's departure caused, Luca never wavered in his affection for the sea and its creatures. However, he now understood the importance of respecting each being's innate nature, even if it meant maintaining a cautious distance. As we reflect on Luca's journey, it's a poignant reminder of the complexities within human interactions. In this world where trust can be fragile and intentions misunderstood, Luca's experience teaches us that not everyone reciprocates kindness in the same measure. Each person and creature carries their own story and motivations, often hidden beneath layers of instinct and experience. Now, let's delve into the first type of person. But before we proceed, if you resonate with the wisdom found in Luca's tale, show your appreciation by hitting the like button. And if you believe, like Luca did, that understanding life's lessons enriches our journey, comment below with "In this world, we can't trust just anyone." If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Number 1, the ungrateful. Ungrateful people are those who, upon receiving assistance, not only fail to show any sign of gratitude but may also criticize or disdain the help they've received. This lack of appreciation can arise from various reasons. Some individuals might have expectations that the assistance provided didn't meet precisely, while others may simply have a disposition that undervalues the efforts of others or struggles to express gratitude. Picture this scenario: you invest your precious time, pour in effort, and sometimes even stretch your financial resources to lend a helping hand to someone in need. Instead of a heartfelt thank you, you are met with complaints or dismissive remarks that your support was insufficient or not up to their standards. Such reactions can be deeply disheartening. They not only diminish the satisfaction of offering assistance but also raise doubts about the wisdom of extending help in the future, not just to that individual but more broadly. It's crucial to recognize that the issue often lies more in the perception and attitude of the recipient rather than in the quality or intent of the help provided. However, encountering ingratitude should not lead us to become embittered or withdraw our willingness to help others in need. Instead, it serves as a sobering reminder to be discerning in choosing whom we support, and to acknowledge that genuine assistance involves a degree of emotional reciprocity, even if it's modest. So what steps can we take in such situations? First and foremost, it's essential not to internalize the ingratitude personally. Understand that it speaks more about the mindset and circumstances of the other person than about the value of your efforts. Second, use these experiences as learning opportunities to exercise caution and judgment in future instances where assistance is offered. Remember, helping is a two-way street, where acknowledgement and gratitude can serve as powerful motivators for continued acts of kindness. Therefore, when faced with ungrateful individuals, we can learn to channel our generosity towards those who not only need our help but also appreciate and value it, fostering a cycle of mutual respect and goodwill. Number 2. This is the type of person you might want to think twice about helping. This category encompasses individuals who appear perpetually unmotivated, possessing the capability to act but consistently choosing not to. They constitute the second type on our list of 10 types of people we shouldn't help. At first glance, offering assistance to someone who seems to lack initiative might appear noble, as if providing the push they need. However, continual aid can inadvertently foster a harmful dependency. Instead of inspiring them to take ownership and strive for independence, our assistance might evolve into a crutch that discourages any inclination towards change or personal advancement. Identifying a lazy person can often be discerned through their consistent avoidance of responsibility, coupled with a tendency to rely on others to solve their problems. They frequently present a litany of excuses to rationalize their lack of action, showing minimal initiative or willingness to initiate change. Supporting these individuals without a strategic approach can ultimately prove counterproductive. Consider the scenario of constantly covering for a colleague who routinely misses deadlines. Initially, stepping in may feel like a compassionate act in a challenging situation. However, over time, this colleague may come to expect your intervention as a certainty rather than a temporary aid. Therefore, it becomes crucial to differentiate between being a supportive presence and inadvertently enabling laziness. True assistance entails empowering individuals to accomplish tasks themselves, not performing those tasks on their behalf. This approach necessitates establishing clear boundaries and encouraging self-reliance rather than simply solving problems for them. Thus, before extending help to someone exhibiting lazy tendencies, It's essential to reflect on whether your assistance genuinely encourages positive behavior or perpetuates a cycle of dependence and inaction. The ultimate objective should always prioritize fostering autonomy and facilitating personal growth, rather than fostering a comfortable state of inertia. By adopting this mindset, we not only preserve our own resources, but also demonstrate respect for the potential of others to cultivate resilience and self-improvement. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Number 3, the irresponsible ones. This category encompasses individuals who consistently shirk accountability by deflecting blame onto others for their own shortcomings, making assistance not only ineffective but also potentially hazardous. Irresponsible individuals possess a penchant for evading responsibility, habitually attributing their failures or setbacks to external circumstances or the actions of others. For instance, when confronted with the fallout of a failed project, they may point fingers at their colleagues for lack of cooperation or lay blame on management for insufficient support, sidestepping introspection into their own contributions or lack thereof. Engaging with individuals who exhibit such behavior often results in a disheartening cycle. Despite earnest efforts to support them, progress and meaningful change remain elusive because they steadfastly refuse to acknowledge their role in their own growth or development. What's particularly distressing is that prolonged support for an irresponsible person can inadvertently turn us into a convenient scapegoat for their propensity to shift blame. Even in scenarios completely unrelated to our involvement, we may find ourselves unfairly held responsible. This not only undermines our integrity but also poses risks to our reputation and emotional well-being. Therefore, it's imperative to approach interactions with these individuals cautiously and strategically. A constructive approach involves encouraging them to engage in honest self-reflection and take ownership of their actions and decisions. Instead of simply resolving problems on their behalf, it's beneficial to guide them towards developing essential self-assessment and self-management skills. This process entails collaboratively setting clear objectives and helping them understand the direct link between their choices, actions, and outcomes. When navigating relationships with irresponsible individuals, it's crucial to recognize that genuine assistance isn't merely about offering a helping hand, but also about serving as a reflective mirror that encourages personal accountability and growth. This type of supportive approach is more likely to cultivate a sense of responsibility and facilitate sustainable positive changes in their behavior and attitudes. However, if despite our efforts, the individual persists in evading responsibility and continues to externalize blame, it may necessitate a reassessment of the nature and extent of our support. This is essential not only to protect our own integrity and resources, but also to maintain boundaries that promote healthy interactions and personal growth for both parties involved. Number 4, the manipulators. This group poses a significant challenge because they excel in leveraging others' compassion, adeptly twisting sincere gestures of assistance to fulfill their own agendas, often without any intention of reciprocation or personal growth. Manipulators are skilled at weaving intricate webs of deceit, using charm or false vulnerability to manipulate situations to their advantage. They may initially appear grateful for help, but their gratitude swiftly gives way to demands for more, exploiting the goodwill of others without genuine appreciation. Encountering manipulative behavior can evoke feelings of frustration, betrayal, and even self-doubt. It's disheartening to realize that what was meant as genuine aid has been cynically exploited for selfish ends. This realization can leave helpers feeling emotionally drained and questioning their own judgment. Navigating relationships with manipulators requires keen discernment and emotional resilience. It's essential to recognize the signs of manipulation, such as subtle guilt trips or constant demands masked as dependency. These individuals often excel at portraying themselves as victims, eliciting sympathy while subtly coercing others into meeting their needs. In such situations, it's crucial to prioritize self-care and set firm boundaries. While it's noble to offer assistance, it's equally important to safeguard one's own well-being and integrity. This may involve learning to say no firmly and assertively, refusing to be drawn into manipulative games that undermine genuine relationships. Moreover, understanding that manipulators thrive on exploiting kindness can be a powerful realization. It prompts a shift in perspective, from viewing them as needy individuals deserving of endless support to recognizing their tactics for what they are: calculated maneuvers to maintain control and avoid accountability. In conclusion, while it's natural to feel compassion towards those in need, it's vital to remain vigilant against manipulation. Genuine assistance fosters mutual respect and growth, whereas manipulation erodes trust and undermines the integrity of interpersonal relationships. By maintaining clarity and emotional strength, we empower ourselves to offer meaningful help to those who genuinely seek it, while safeguarding against those who would exploit kindness for their own gain. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Number 5. The selfish ones. Dealing with selfish individuals presents a unique challenge, as they often prioritize their own needs and desires above all else, viewing any assistance they receive as an entitlement, rather than a gesture of goodwill. Navigating relationships with selfish individuals can quickly devolve into toxic dynamics where help becomes an expected commodity, rather than a mutual exchange of kindness. Selfish individuals tend to perceive acts of help as something owed to them, rarely acknowledging or appreciating the efforts of others. Instead, they may demand more assistance without consideration for reciprocity or gratitude. This dynamic not only strains the patience and generosity of the helper, but also perpetuates a cycle of exploitation and undervaluation. Supporting someone who exhibits selfish behavior can be emotionally draining and demoralizing. Similar to dealing with manipulators, it's essential to establish clear and assertive boundaries right from the outset. It's crucial to ensure that any assistance provided does not reinforce the entitlement mentality of the selfish person, but rather encourages them to recognize and value the efforts and sacrifices of others. Engaging in open and honest conversations about expectations and reciprocity can be pivotal. Clearly communicating that assistance is an act of kindness, not an obligation, can foster a shift in perspective and behavior in the selfish individual. If the selfish behavior persists unabated, with continual demands for help without any willingness to reciprocate or express gratitude, it may be necessary to reassess the nature and extent of the relationship. In such instances, prioritizing one's own emotional and physical well-being becomes paramount. This may involve scaling back or even withdrawing assistance to protect oneself from ongoing exploitation and emotional exhaustion. By recognizing and addressing selfish behavior constructively, we can avoid perpetuating one-sided and unhealthy relationships. Instead, we create an environment where help and gratitude are mutually respected and valued, essential ingredients for fostering healthy and equitable relationships. When navigating relationships with selfish individuals, it's important to acknowledge that the assistance you offer may not always be appreciated or reciprocated adequately. This realization shouldn't dissuade you from extending kindness and empathy, but should prompt careful consideration of how, when, and to whom you extend your support. Establishing and maintaining firm boundaries is crucial. It involves asserting your limits and saying no when necessary to prevent being taken advantage of or unappreciated. Furthermore, engaging in transparent communication about your feelings and expectations regarding the assistance you provide can facilitate a more balanced and respectful interaction with the selfish person. While addressing these dynamics may be challenging, confronting unrealistic expectations can prompt introspection and growth in the selfish individual, fostering healthier and more equitable relationships over time. In summary, navigating relationships with selfish individuals requires a delicate balance of compassion and self-preservation. It's about extending help with awareness, ensuring that mutual respect and appreciation form the foundation of any meaningful interaction. Thank you for exploring these insights into the types of individuals we should approach with caution when offering assistance. Each type, from the ungrateful to the selfish, presents unique challenges and lessons for personal growth. What resonated with you the most from today's discussion? I invite you to share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. How do you plan to apply these insights in your own life? Remember, understanding these dynamics can empower us to navigate relationships more wisely, fostering healthy boundaries and cultivating mutual respect. If you found this exploration valuable, please leave a comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more wisdom on navigating life's complexities. Thank you for watching.